Not everyone, but President Biden thinks America is heading toward a recession. The president this weekend said a recession is, quote, not inevitable. That word doesn't mean what he thinks it does. Many economists are now saying the exact opposite, and with gas and food prices soaring. A new report claims the average American has lost $9,000 in savings since last year. So what can you do to recession-proof your finances? Here with me now, Kingsview Wealth Management Chief Investment Officer and Fox News contributor. We call him Naughty Scotty Martin. Scott Martin is here. Welcome back to the show.
Body karate. How are you?
That's right. And he's very haughty.
Once upon a time.
Yes,
Yeah.
H-A-U-G-H-T-Y. So, Scott.
So preparation is key.
Yeah,
preparation
but
is key, Kennedy. In fact,
Jerome Powell is still the Fed chair. He said inflation was transitory. And now the president is saying that it's not guaranteed we're going to be in recession. We might already be in a recession.
I think we are. And in fact, he talks about this long haul until things are going to get better. He's finally coming to grips with the reality. And you're right about Jerome Powell, and also Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said similar things. And they've all been culpable as far as how they've buried the consumer under this inflationary gasp. And so that's really what's hurting a lot of companies now, too. We saw earnings from Target and Amazon and some of the other companies out there talking about all the pressure that they've had at the shelves. And then also the consumer is talking about a lot of the pressure they've had with gas and food prices affecting their spending. So it's really everywhere. And it's about time the president gets a grip on it.
Well, like I said in the last block, it's really hard to get a grip on something if you can't name it. And if it's, an inconvenient truth that your political fortunes go the way of the economy and the economy is heading south very, very quickly, we're not going to get any answers or any relief. That means that people are going to have to do things for themselves. A lot of people are coming to grips with the fact that the federal government isn't going to help them. People in charge who want to be reelected, that's all they care about. They really, truly don't care about your pain, and I'm sorry for that. So what can people do? How can people recession-proof their own personal economies?
Well, like you mentioned, preparation is key. So save more money if you can. Obviously, you're spending a lot more at the store, so that's kind of tough. Also, do some training on the side. So right now you may have a job, you may be looking for a job, but also develop some new skills. And the last thing, too, Kennedy, I think that's important. We tell our clients, don't panic. Don't make rash decisions. Don't just run out of the market and put your cash, say, under your mattress. Go ahead and take practical steps or pragmatic steps to think about your future. But make sure that you have a plan in place not to make rash decisions and do things that'll be detrimental to your future.
Yeah, no, people love to do some panic selling when they feel like the economy is cratering. And that's the worst thing that you can do. What about gold? You know how much I love gold. I love gold.
I love gold, too. In fact, they used to call me gold member back in the day. But we've actually cut some of our gold position. Exactly. But it's also true that gold actually held its value pretty well in an inflationary environment. Gold has been performing pretty well year to date. So that's another thing that we've been putting in our portfolios to hedge some of the downside risk in the stock market for sure, and the bond market.
Yeah, we've got a bullion exchange just down the street from us. We've done a couple stories with them, and it's hysterical because it's a very different environment now than it was at the beginning of COVID. And people are going in there. They're trying to sell their grandmother's gold teeth, whatever they can, to get a little cash for their gold. And a lot of people are going in and they're buying gold. They're buying rhodium. They're buying platinum. They're buying silver. I also love silver.
Just don't buy crypto with it. That's what I'd advise. But if you can get grandma's teeth down there and get some money for them, I think that's all good and fair game.
I don't know. I still like crypto. I'm not mad at it. I didn't sell my crypto. Woo, woo, woo.
Crypto's okay, but crypto's not going to have the same store of value that gold is over time. Obviously, a newer kind of asset class, but we trust gold a little bit more, especially in an inflationary environment like the times we're in right now. I'm
going to buy crypto with gold. And I'm going to be a billionaire, and I'm going to sail away on my yacht, and I'm going to wave at you and say, bye, Scotty Martin. Speaking of which, it's time for us to go. Thank you very much for being here, Scott. It's been wonderful. Thank me later.